Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgment. Man United are still shit. Doesn't matter if they get Amarim. It doesn't matter if Ahmad starts. It doesn't matter if Ahmad plays well. It doesn't matter if Xerxes plays, Ugarte, Yoro, Maguire, Onana. Who cares? Man United have an internal problem that needs to be resolved as soon as possible. Manchester City are back. Phil Foden is scoring goals. Kevin De Bruyne is cooking. Erling Haaland now is scoring. They're going to add Omar Marmoush. They're going to add the center back. They might add other players. And people should be worried about that. And as for Spurs, you know the drill. Spurs can get relegated. Should they sack Ange to save the season? We'll talk about that as well. And big up everybody that joined us. If you're watching this now, hit that like button. If you're watching this on the replay, like the video, guys. And Inter won 3-1, of course. We're still trying to catch Chelsea's reject, as people say, and Napoli and Antonio Conte. But hit that like button if you are here, people. Let me know in the comments, how do you think Man United can be fixed? And let me know in the comments, actually, after the show, if you're watching this on the replay and you can't comment live, do you think people should be worried about Man City? Do you think Liverpool should be worried about Man City? Do you think Arsenal should be worried about Man City? Do you think Chelsea, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest should be worried about Man City? Because if these people kick on, if these people start getting points on the board, I think it will be peak. But listen, I'm here, of course, with Anthony, of course. We're starting with Man United because he doesn't have a lot of time. This was supposed to be a solo show, but Anthony wants to speak a little about Man United. Let's get to 100 likes. If you're watching this in the replay, make sure to like the video first and then talk. Anthony, my man, what do you want to say?
Right. What is going on in my football club? Isn't that pretty much what everybody says? Right? Like,
Saeed, Faz, everybody. It's the same story,
what is going
bro.
on? It's not good enough. Brother, I was watching the Southampton game a few days ago, and when Diallo scored the second goal, I just went, oh, man, this is one of the most paper over the crack victories that you could have in Premier League football. And you're right. It doesn't matter who we start at the moment. It's going to be shit because it's so disjointed from back to front. The Kobbie Mainoo, the first thing I want to say is we need to figure out the center of this midfield. We need to figure it out. But the thing is what the fans need to also understand is that it's a shit show, but it's going to stay a shit show until Amarim at least gets some of the tools that he wants. You can't just throw a chef into a kitchen and say, cook with toothpicks, man. Like, you need to be able to pick some of your team. He hasn't had a chance to pick anybody yet, but I just want to highlight some of the things that aren't working, Mo. Kobbie Mainoo and Manuel Ugarte in a double pivot is not going to work. It's not going to work because Kobbie Mainoo needs to be more elevated up the pitch, and there is no passer to break up the midfield play there. Bruno Fernandes should, if he is going to stay at the club, should be next to Manuel Ugarte. That will work, in my opinion. It will take some time, but you have the two midfielders that will complement each other. One that can pick up the ball a little bit deeper and distribute it forward, while one gate crashes everybody's ass in the middle of the park. But everybody is now talking about the Mainoo and the Ugarte situation, so I don't want to keep banging on that because that'll get a lot of publicity soon. Bro, Diego Dalot is just awful. And he's even more awful on the left-hand side because he's right-footed. How many times was he dispossessed today trying to flick the ball over to his right-hand side? Whereas if he was left-footed, he would just take an extra touch down the byline and hook in across, or at least drag the defender an extra 3 or 4 yards. And this isn't just, this isn't deep-rooted football tactics. It's almost football 101. It's almost what an amateur coach would look at before picking his personnel. All right, I don't know you from a bar of soap, but what's your dominant foot? Do you play on the left? How often have you played on the left? Should I risk you by playing on the left? Apparently so. I'm starting to worry a lot more as well about Mazraoui, who I think...
Can I stop you here? I'm just going to stop you. Guys, there's 200 people here. Big up everybody that joined from Al-Ahwa. And instead of you fucking writing, apologize to fucking Lautaro Martinez, you can get me to 200 fucking likes, right? Support the channel. Get involved in the fucking conversation, right? So hit that like button. This is my 4th consecutive show. So I need some support at least to keep me going. I need you people in the chat, instead of fucking saying apologize to fucking Lautaro Martinez, who stank up the fucking pitch before he scored the goal. Tank up the fucking pitch, hit the fucking like button, get me to 200 likes before you fucking make my blood boil and tell me fucking apologize to the bum and the worst captain after Mauro Icardi that captained Inter in my lifetime. So like the damn video and get me to 200 likes.
Bro, keep it coming in the chat, guys. Mo is rattled. Look at him, bro. He's tired. As how many coffees have you had today, Habibi?
I've had 2 coffees only today, which is less than one. So fucking hit that like button. Don't get me started. Fuck Lautaro Martinez, people. Inter are not going anywhere with Lautaro Martinez. We can go with places with Thuram. We can go places with Barella, Bastoni. We cannot go places with Lautaro Martinez. He stunk up the pitch. Hit the like button. I have standards. I'm different than you frauds. If you're an Arsenal fan, you defended Havertz. If you're a Liverpool fan, you defended Nunes. The difference between me and you is I've seen world beaters at my fucking club, and you haven't.
Smash that like button. Smash that like button the way Lautaro Martinez smashed the ball into the goal today for Inter as they won 3-1
against the like Inter. Button, you frauds. And hit the like button. Give me to 200 likes now. Before we go on and speak, you fucking... But what the fuck is wrong with people? 75 likes and I see fucking 150 comments on fucking Lautaro Martinez.
You done?
Yeah, I'm tired of you. Khalas, don't like the video. Dislike the damn video. Dislike it. Khalas, dislike the damn video, bro.
Oh I'm going to answer Hussam's question, actually, man, because he's asked me twice now. So I'm just going to answer it, Mo. Do I agree with Mo on the whole Lautaro thing? I guess I'm not as vocal about it, but I'm just as concerned. And because I'm on Inter Worldwide every second day, every third day, I address it every second or third day, Hussam. I just don't come out with, Mo's chest and saying he's a fucking fraud and he's a bozo. But at the end of the day, he needs to do a lot more because he's a part of a breed that are milking a salary way too big for this sport at the moment. And when your main player goes missing as often as Lautaro does for us, there is always cause to be concerned. But like a lot of things, football does come back around. I'm willing to give Lautaro another chance to come back around, but Judgment Day will come at the end of the season for this guy. Big time. Big time. Guys, if you can, help me out a little bit. I've got a channel called Devils Down Under. If Mo wants to put it in the description,
I'm gonna put it in the chat, actually, not the description.
Thank you. I really, really want to grow in this community as well. To anyone asking, there's a couple of people asking. I've supported both clubs for 26 years now, since I was 5 years old. So yes, I've got all my Manchester United stuff behind me. But if I was to even turn my camera a bit, you would see a sea of black and blue next to me. So if anyone wants to head to Devils Down Under and watch another Manchester United fan lose their shit, absolutely go for it. I will continue to lose my shit now because I'm so sick of Danny fucking Welbeck turning up against Manchester United and playing like prime Luis Suarez, bro. He does it every single time. Every time. The only thing that was different today is that he did not get on the score sheet. But full credit to Brighton, they seem to do us over every time. This is like Inter and Sassuolo, bro. You're not gonna win. Forget the points. Sacrifice the points. Before the season even starts, you know that you're not gonna get 6 points out of 6 from Brighton. It's not going to happen. Just like this season, it's not going to happen. What is going on with so many Manchester United players that get into a small run of form and then shit the bed? We got to give Lenny Yoro more of a chance and we can't be too hypercritical. But team of the league in Ligue 1. But then again, I think a lot of people could make team of the league in Ligue 1. Couldn't they, Mo?
Yeah, everyone does, bro.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. I don't know if Diallo had a good game today, to be honest. I want to say that he still had an okay game today, but he didn't. And if I'm now allowed to take my Diallo tinted goggles off, and to be honest, I'm a huge fan, he wasn't fantastic against Southampton up until the 80th minute. He really wasn't until we started playing more flary and there was more progression forward with the likes of Anthony, who I want Manchester United to keep, by the way. I'm going to talk about that on my channel a little bit later today. I don't think we should be loaning out players or selling players that are techie or flary, even if they are not up to standard, because we need as much progression up the pitch as possible.
Stop.
Yeah.
Anthony is not techie or flary, bro.
But he's more techie and flary than any of the other bums in this side, cuz. We're comparing him to Diego Dalot, for fuck's sake. Like, Like Mazraoui is our wide-sided player. At the moment, he needs to be there.
Man United, what are you talking about?
He's not Man United quality, but January is not the time to get these players out. The same way I'm looking.
Wages off your books will allow you to sign someone else. What is
It's January 21st. You think Ineos is? You think in the last 9 days Ineos are going to move in the market now? They are fucking finished in January, bro. Bro, trust me. In June, clear everybody out, open the door, and just point to every player and go walk, 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 walk. But as of now, shout out Rosemary, always showing the love to our channels. As of now, we can't be letting these players go. We haven't got the personnel to back it up. I can't look at the rest of the season and confidently say to you, Mo, that Manchester United will get enough points to survive a relegation battle. We won't be relegated.
Isn't he gonna go to Spain and someone else is gonna pay his wages?
Is it going to be one of those things where Man United send a player somewhere else and they only fit half the wage bill because, you know, you can come to our restaurant and fucking eat for free and go out on the bill? Remember what we did to Alexis Sanchez? Remember what Marotta did to that club? You know, the fleecing that he's done for... Like, this is Man United, bro. We are awful at negotiating. It's Man United tax 24/7. RD United TV says it perfectly. He needs to leave, but we need replacements soon. If there was a replacement for Anthony coming in, by all means. But as of now, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing it. I think the players that we have right now are the players that are going to finish the season with Manchester United.
As a Man United fan, if Amorim finishes in the bottom half of the table with all that time, you think he's going to do well then? Because Man United are not going to do a rebuild. You know that Man United aren't doing rebuild. You know that these owners aren't going to get like 8-9 players. You aren't. No. You're going to start next season with Maguire being extended, with Lenioro, with Delict, with Lisandro. You might get a left wing back. Yes. But you aren't. By the way, for all the Man United fans that think that Man United will get a striker, Man United will only get a striker if they offload one of the two. Yeah. Man United are not going to add a third striker. That is amazing because Amorim plays with one striker. That is the reality. People need to... Man United fans, the problem is some of the Man United fans, right? They live in Coco Land, La La Land, bro. They think in the summer they will be able to sell Hoyland like this, Dallo like this, you know, like Malacia is going to be... If you sell these guys, you'll sell them on a loss. And now Ineos will have to balance the books. So they can't go for the expensive ones because you just operated on a loss. So people need to understand this. It's not that easy to do a rebuild unless you are Chelsea and you sell for profit. Man United never sell for profit, especially when you're fucking 14th in the league, bro, or 13th in the league. You're never gonna sell for profit, bro.
What's alarming, Mo? I'm going to run you through a list of names right now. What's alarming is how many of these names that played today actually should not be here next season. But there are still a few players that deserve a second chance, and this is the fucked up thing. We're in this limbo period at the moment where it couldn't get any worse, surely, under Erik ten Hag. So you need to give some of these players that have at least been brought in for a certain value a chance. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about players like Matthias de Ligt. I know that he will be here next season, and we need to back a player like this. I know Mazraoui will be here next season because we've invested. We know Lenioro needs to be given his flowers next season. We know Harry Maguire at the moment is not the least of our worries. But are we going to be in situations next season where he starts making calamity errors? I don't necessarily think so. I am extremely pissed and stressed about this Andre Onana situation. There is no way he's ever going to get better. That scam,
how? He was good at Inter.
Playing behind one of the best defensive lineups in the world. Best defensive lineups. Big up Bastoni.
The problem is not him. The problem is the rest of the team.
Bro, his error today was fucking awful.
That's a mentality. You know that's a mentality error. You know it's a focus, concentration, mentality error.
Can Manchester United can Amorim fix this sort of mentality issue?
You know what I told Terry on the Football Terrace on Straight Facts? I told him, I think Amorim will make it a quick turnaround. I think Amorim will fix it. And he's like, why? I think, I'm like, the way the guy talks, the way the guy speaks to the media, I think he has the personality that can fix a mentality of a team. You remember Antonio Conte joined Inter? Instantly, you get better. Instantly. You get better instantly, bro. Napoli. Yeah. Instantly.
Before you even hit the training ground, you're automatically
your mentality is switched from, I am just another team to I'm one of the best teams. Right away.
Correct.
That's the reality. I thought Amram would be the guy. I'm suspicious now. I'm a little bit skeptical about this. Is he the guy?
These are the, remember what Roy Keane said a few years ago when Ollie came in. He goes, these are the same players that have thrown Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho under the bus, and the club culture suggests that it will continue. It's a big statement, because he didn't just say that the current group of players are a bunch of dogs. Sorry to say that. We use that word a lot in Australia when we talk about not measuring up to the character that you need to be. But we've cultivated a culture in this club thanks to certain players and thanks to certain personnel that now it's okay to hang your head. It's okay to make a post on social media and say, we go again. But it can never be that way at this club. It can never be that way. This club used to have the same benchmark as Real Madrid in a sense that, but I don't know if you saw this the other day against Celta. Real Madrid, because they lost the match to Barcelona, they got booed and whistled when they walked onto the pitch. They are the reigning Champions League holders. They are 2 points off the top of La Liga and got booed as they entered the pitch. I'm not saying that Man United will ever get back to that sort of mentality, because Real Madrid is a different sort of beast, animal. But that needs to be the blueprint. That needs to be the benchmark. You cannot afford to be a bunch of failures, at least respective to your price tags and respective to the expectations that you need to have.
No,
and if that means, I know it's a mentality thing, but like, you know, for me, like I would be keeping players like Mino, Diallo, Xerxes, but everyone else can be shown the door.
I was with Osam on MHF, and I said one thing. I said the only player on the pitch that feels like he's wearing a Man United shirt and he knows exactly what the shirt is today was Amad Diallo. What I mean by this, when players wear Inter shirt, when players wear Bayern Munich shirts, when players wear Juventus or AC Milan, they know instantly that they are better than the opposition, especially playing at Old Trafford. Only today, Amad Diallo has that feeling. Everyone else is like they are inferior to Brighton. How are you fucking inferior to Ayari and João Pedro? How are you inferior to Lewis Dunk, bro? You're inferior to Veltman. You're inferior to these people. You're playing for Manchester United Football Club. And I think that is the main problem at Man United. That someone need to shake these guys and tell them, you play for one of the biggest clubs. That was one of the biggest clubs in the world at some point. They had greats play for them. They won Champions Leagues. They won trebles. They won a lot of league titles. They had one of the greatest managers ever to exist. You're not playing for a mediocre club. I believe that a win brings a win, right? And I believe that at Man United, losing and drawing games became normality. And once a club reaches that point, you need a shake, a massive shake. That's what happened at Inter, bro. We were outside of the Champions League for 6 years until someone came in and shook the club and said, well, this is Inter. This is unacceptable. It shouldn't be acceptable. That happens at Man United. And people get infested. De Ligt is okay now with losing. Onana is okay now because we go again. No, it shouldn't be we go again. There should be discipline. There should be consequences for you losing at home to Brighton and Bournemouth and these teams. With all due respect, winning at Man City, well, good, great. Follow up with another win? No, they don't. So I believe there is a massive, massive problem at the club. And it starts with the owners, by the way. It starts with Ineos. It starts with the sporting director. It starts with these people. When they became complacent, they became people that are okay with losing. I never want to see my team where Man United is. Never, ever. Where you're okay with losing games at home. That is, I said it last season against Bournemouth. When you lost 3-0 at home, Erik ten Hag should have been sacked on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
Eric, on the spot. 3-0 at home against Brighton in the tunnel. The news, 10 minutes later, a statement by the club, we parted way with Erik ten Hag. Done, it's over.
That's what a big club would have done. That's what a huge club would have done.
Yeah, but they don't, bro. They don't do that. You know why?
Because we're only a big club by name. That's it now. We are a big club by name, not by character, not by behavior, not by results, not by data, not by anything. Only by name and by financial capital at the end of the year. It's embarrassing. I was saying to my friends 4 or 5 years ago, because in the initial phases of rebuilds, I'm talking 2013, 14, 15, 16, it was a flex. It was a flex to be able to come out and go, fuck, we're shit. But guess what? Di Maria. Guess what? Falcao. Guess what? Paul Pogba version 2. Guess what? Zlatan. Guess what? This, that, the other. Memphis Depay, Alexis Sanchez, blah, blah, blah. But then it reaches a point where you're like, hold on, this ain't no flex anymore. This is fucking embarrassing. This is humiliating. You are coasting on daddy's money. on your college fund. You're a trust fund fucking baby at the moment, Manchester United. And guess what? You can't pay your way out of this shit anymore because the culture is infected, like you said. And no one's going to come in and do a good job here unless it really changes properly. Amorim is definitely the right appointment from a managerial point of view, but this club has been up shit creek so bad that it's going to take way more than a manager with a little bit of Portuguese charisma to come in and do a job like that. It's big.
Can I ask you a question?
The task is bigger than Ruben.
If Antonio Conte joins the club tomorrow, Man United, do you think he fixes Man United?
Oh, no way. But he would at least get them. He would get results. He would move us up the table instantaneously. Antonio Conte, with this group of players right now, could have a season similar to what he had with Spurs when he went there. Would probably come fourth, qualify for the Champions League, celebrate in the dressing room, and the camera would pan to Conte standing like this with Odiali or whoever next to him going like, this is shit. This is absolutely awful. Oh, I need to get out of here tomorrow. Unless the club's going to drop 400 million on the players that I want, I'm leaving tomorrow. So, but who besides Conte? Like we know that Serie A is Conte's baby, and this will be his masterpiece if he ends up winning it with Napoli. To come into a team like this, brother, they lost fucking Kim a season and a half ago, Osimhen and Krava mid-season, and this guy's got them first. I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to have the shits. If anyone wants to follow Inter Worldwide, I'll bang on about that in about 10-15 minutes time on my other channel. But to answer your question shortly, there is no real manager in the world that can come into this side and just fix it on their own. Not on their own. It's fucked. I don't get it too.
Bro, you think like Man United are broken? Like just it's broken. They're broken.
Yeah. There's no way we're coming fourth this season. More likely finishing.
Castro, just to ask him, he's gonna support Inter. So just
big time.
If Man United play Inter tomorrow, he's gonna support Inter. Just to let you know.
I understand you don't understand supporting two clubs. Try and see it as someone that's born and raised in a country 26,000 kilometers away from the sport, where, you know, growing up in 1998, 99, the only football I could watch was the Premier League. And then got my first jersey as a Man United fan at 5 years old. And then as soon as they started showing Serie A on a Sunday, I was 6 years old and I was the happiest kid in the world. I finally had my football feed as young as I possibly could. But we've had one big clash in the past, one big competitive clash. It was Champions League 2008, 2009. Yes, first season under Jose Mourinho. Inter played very well in the first leg, and then Cristiano Ronaldo decided to kiss the heavens like he's done multiple times.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it is what
We
it
fucking lost to John O'Shea and Wes Brown, bro. We had Zlatan and Adriano up top. You know, this is the game where I hated Zlatan, right? This is the game when I lost my head.
Because he did fuck all. He did nothing. He got bullied, and bullied by everybody.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. That Zlatan was never a big game player for Inter like that. Never. He's never. He bullies the small clubs. He used to bully the small clubs at Italy. Big games, he's not like that. He played against Milan, yes. Because I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you in the Champions League, bro. I'm looking at this. Is Inter already were winning the league. Before Inter were winning the league. I'm looking at you in the big games against Liverpool, against Man United. Where were you? You were shit. You were shit. I'm looking at you there. You had Adriano next to you, one of the best strikers we've seen. You had Zanetti, you had Cambiasso, you had
Stankovic. And it was the most beautiful Inter jersey that they've ever released in their life, that home one with the gold trim on it.
And that's why when I say that Zlatan is not... Zlatan... There are players in the history that I don't like. You know why? Because they're overhyped. Zlatan is one of them. Zlatan is big in the football history just because of one thing, his ego. In terms of football achievement, Zlatan achieved fuck all in football. By the way, never won the Champions League.
I'm going to show something to Castro. One second. I'm going to show something to Castro.
Yeah, go ahead. Zlatan Ibrahimovic never won the Champions League. He built his legacy winning the league with Inter when Inter was great. What do you have?
There you are, my friend. He goes, because he likes R9. There you are. That's my pride and joy, my friend. I think I've worn it once in my life, and I'm so scared that something will happen to it, I'll never put it on again.
Yeah. But anyway, like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, to be honest, is not that big. But anyway, we'll forget Zlatan. He built his legacy in the French league, for fuck's sake, when Paris Saint-Germain would have won with or without him. So let's establish that. Has he ever won the Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain? No. Has he won the Champions League with Barcelona? No. Has he won the Champions League with Inter? No.
There needs to be more said about the full circle karma that he received the next season. Not many times in football does the best player in a team go up to the manager who's saying, Zlatan, stay. You will win with us next season. And Zlatan looks at Mourinho and goes, no, I need to go to a club that's actually going to win the Champions League. And then what the fuck happened at the Camp Nou, bro? That
The
image
loser
of
mentality, bro. You know,
that
it shows
image of Mourinho leaning into Zlatan and Pep going, you guys think it's over. This is not over yet with 10 men. Oh, hook that into my veins for the rest of eternity, man.
people don't understand something. Zlatan ran away from Inter because he couldn't face the challenge, because Inter fans started saying, okay, we won the league now. We won the Champions League. Are you going to deliver? And he's like, no, I'm going to go with Messi, try to win the Champions League. You know what I mean? People don't understand. The people that stayed at Inter at that time are the people that wanted to face the shit of the fans. Because I remember at that time, fans wanted the Champions League. And Zlatan ran away. He's like, no, let me go to Barcelona so I can guarantee win the Champions League. Fuck off. You're a fraud. We won the treble of that season. You could have been a legend in football, but you're never a legend. Because you went to Barcelona, you hacked it a little bit. Pep Guardiola benched you at the end and you cried like a bitch. That's what you did.
That's
Him
it.
next to Eto'o, bro, is a dwarf in the history of the sport. You know the difference between him and Eto'o? Eto'o did the work on the pitch. Zlatan did the work on the cameras. I came as a whatever, I live as a legend. I'm one of the best. Only Cristiano and Messi are better than me. No, Eto'o's better than you, Habibi.
Isn't
the
Eto'o
history of
still
the
the
sport.
only? Isn't he the only one still in history to win the treble back-to-back seasons?
100%. 100%.
That's it. Mo, thank you so much for having me here again, brother. I'll try and sneak in again while I'm on school holidays, but it was a really fun chat. Man United are up shit creek. It's going to get worse before it gets better. But guys, at the end of the day, it's still Manchester United, which means that when it comes down to one-off games and cup football, we will be a different animal and we will win trophies that we don't deserve to win because it's just what we do. We paper over cracks and we go again. So don't be surprised if this Man United team finishes 14th in the Premier League, makes a Europa League semi-final and an FA Cup final, because that's just the way it is. Bless up, Mo. Bless up, brother. I'll see you soon.
Appreciate you, Habibi. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. We'll see you, bro. Anyway, people, we'll continue with the show. We spoke about Man United a lot. I wanted to touch on the Man City and what happened and how it is. And if you have any questions, send them my way. I will answer any questions. It's a short show. I'm not going to stay for long. Tomorrow we'll talk transfers. Tomorrow we have the National League. But quickly, I wanted to, if you have any questions and if you have any opinions, send them to me. Send them my way. My Man City winning today. A lot of people say that Man City turned the corner. Man City did that. Is it good? Can I answer for the people in the chat? Is it good for the Premier League that Man City won today 6-1, 6-0? If Man City are back, is it better for the Premier League? Can you tell me yes or no in the chat? Is Man City winning again and being in the mix again and going into the top 4? Is it better? Is it a good thing for the Champions League? Yes or no, please? Also, Man City are going to sign a midfielder. Man City already have Marmoush. They have a new center back. I don't know why. It's better competition for everyone, people. I believe it's a better competition for everyone in the Premier League. Because I know that we don't talk a little bit about Nottingham Forest. We don't speak a lot about the rest of them. But I believe that Man City winning, it provides good competition. Because if Liverpool run away with it, it's boring, to be honest. It's boring, to be honest. I want Man City to win. I don't want them to win the league. That is my opinion. I don't want Man City to win the Premier League. It's going to be boring if they win the Premier League. But I want Man City to be back in the mix. Ravi, can you have some shame and decorum in the chat, please? Ask the people at least to hit the like button, Ravi, so I can show your comment on the screen. I don't want Man City to win the league. I don't think they're going to get relegated. For the people that say Man City will get relegated, don't be a fraud and don't kid yourself. You know that Man City will not get relegated. A Man City winning games is good for the league. I don't want Man City to win the Premier League. I agree with you, MK Dave. Man City winning the league is a little bit boring. I don't want it. But I think them being winning again, them being in the mix with the top 4 teams, putting a little bit of pressures, I believe that is very good, right? I believe that is very good. Them being with Chelsea and Arsenal and all these teams, I think it's good. Do I want them to win the league? No, absolutely not. But to analyze Man City, and just to be completely honest, they played a very good game today. They made Ipswich look like a championship team, as they were. Ipswich were cooking against Man United. Ipswich looked good against Chelsea. They made them look so mediocre. Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland, Doku even scored a magnificent goal. I know that a lot of you hate to admit it. I know that for a fact. A lot of you hate to admit it. A lot of you hate to admit it. But the reality is, Ipswich made to look mediocre today. So bad. Right? So bad today. And I think that them turning a corner, I don't believe that Man City yet turned the corner, but I believe that Man City are a little bit back in the mix. Man City are a little bit back in the mix. Are they going to win the league? Are they a threat to Liverpool? Absolutely not. 12 points behind. Liverpool have a game in hand. Absolutely not. There is about what, like 16 games left in the Premier League. I don't believe that Man City are a threat to Liverpool at all. At all, to be honest. So Liverpool fans shouldn't be scared at all. A lot of people say, oh, Man City can win the league. How many games do you think they're going to win? They're going to win like what, 14 games? Even if they win 14 games, I don't believe that they will be a threat to Liverpool at all. Have they turned the corner? No. What I mean by turn the corner, like Man City going on a run? No. But I really think that Man City today showed us that if they're on it, if they have the right mentality in the game, if there is Ruben Diaz to lead in the back line, if there is Ruben Diaz in the back line, I think he provides leadership at the back line. Today, Gundogan played all right. If Erling Haaland scoring goals, he missed a chance in the beginning, but I believe that. Man City will not, guys, can we stop this bullshit, bro? Man City are not winning the league. They aren't a threat even to Liverpool. They're 12 points behind. It's freaking PTSD from some people. They will not win. I said it today. Man City will not win the Premier League. He will not win the Premier League. He won't. He should shut down the league if he does. He will shut down. The Premier League should shut down if Pep Guardiola wins the league from here on, bro, 5 draws is not even enough. That's assuming that Man City will win every game. You see, Ahmed, think about it like this. Think about it like this. If Liverpool have 5 draws and Man City win every game, that is not enough. That is not enough. So, Chris, to answer you, because I see a comment that is like triggering me, a comment that is upsetting me. That is upsetting me. That is why. If Liverpool lose 4 games, they drop 12 points. And even then, I believe that Man City will not win the last 16 games. Remember, Liverpool, even if they lose 4 games, that's 12 points. That is you assuming that Man City will win every single game from here until the last end of the season. I don't believe that City will win even 13 games. City will still drop points in like 5 games. You will see. You'll say Mo says. Are you serious? Are you serious? City will not win 16 games out of 16. Are you mad? Are you mad? Even if Liverpool lose 4 games, they shouldn't be worried about City. The gap is too big for a 16 games left, people. I don't understand this. Castro, I really hope that Arsenal signs someone. Do I believe in the Cronkies? Do I believe the Cronkies will absolutely back the team? I don't believe in the Cronkies. I don't believe in the Cronkies at all. Tafsir, Man City fans have faith. Look, they have voided the 130. It could happen to them, for them. I don't believe that Man City will get a slap on the wrist. They'll get slapped on the wrist. We'll talk about that. Even, by the way, even if Liverpool lose 3 games and draw 2 games, who do you think is going to win the league? It's not going to be City, though. By the way, it won't be City. I promise you, Castro, it won't be City. It won't be City. Happy Clapper is saying, will Liverpool still win if they make no signings? Even if they don't make signings from here on? Even if they don't win, even if Liverpool don't sign anyone, I believe they are the closest to win the Premier League, in my opinion. I think they will be the closest to win the Premier League, in my opinion, to be honest. What Why do people really think that Man City can win the Premier League from here? Bro, no, I don't believe so. But it's good that Foden is playing good for them. It is good that Kevin De Bruyne is playing good for them. It's good for the club, for the team as well. Because, you know, like I'm an Egyptian and I want Omar Marmoush to come to a team that is a little bit, have some confidence, in my opinion. Some confidence. That is my take on it. And people don't believe that. I really want Omar Marmoush to do very, very well. Very, very well, to be honest. If Inter was in the Premier League, could they win? Not this season. We haven't been good at all this season, my friend. We haven't been good this season. I don't like the team. I don't like how we're playing, even though we're very close to the top. If we win the game in hand, we will be top. I don't believe we will win it. We're not that great this season. We're not at all. Liverpool will win by 5 points. I agree even more, by the way. I believe that Liverpool will win by more, by the way. Would you rather Duran, Pedro, or Cunha? I think John Duran would cook at Inter, to be honest. I think John Duran will cook at Inter. Liverpool, even if they drop points, I don't think they should be worried. Until Arsenal, which is, I think, the only team now that is a little bit close to Liverpool, is Arsenal. I don't think Nottingham Forest have it in them to win the Premier League. If Liverpool drop points, I don't think they should be worried until, and that's only until Arsenal pick up the form, until Arsenal start winning games. That is the only thing that I'm going to say. And until I see it with my own eyes, the Arsenal are going back to winning ways. And I mean consistent winning ways. I won't believe that even if Liverpool drop points, Arsenal will win the Premier League. That is my take on it. Without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, that I really believe. Castro, hopefully soon will do an Arsenal call-in show for the people. Just give me a little bit of time. I'm in Egypt now. It's a bit tough to organize the time. It's a bit tough. In my opinion now, and a lot of people keep saying that Arsenal will go on a run. What is your evidence? What is your evidence? Like I see Arsenal now not looking great, not looking fantastic. And that is my only, if I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm not worried about Arsenal, to be honest. If I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm not worried about Arsenal but the problem is this season you have not looked great. There's only 16 games left already. There's only 16 games left. Yes, 150%. Do you think Mitoma can be a good fit for Liverpool? Yes, on that left side. Yes, I believe so. But I believe that Liverpool should aim higher a little bit. Question, do you think Liverpool should buy Hato for left back from Ajax? I haven't watched a lot of Eredivisie, Ravi, to be honest. So I can't tell you if he's good or not. I believe that Liverpool should sign Robinson, right? Robinson from Fulham. That is, if you're asking me, I think Robinson. Rank Mitoma, Martinelli, Rashford, Mitoma, Rashford, Martinelli. It's a very easy rank, in my opinion. It's a very, very simple rank, in my opinion. It's Mitoma at the current moment. It's Mitoma, Rashford, Martinelli. People, Ahmed, how do you see a twist and changes in the upcoming games? How? Mo, who do you think Arsenal going to sign, honestly? I think the closest to Arsenal might be Cisco, in my opinion. I think if Arsenal are going to fork the money, I believe that because the admiration of Cisco since the summer, if they go to RB Leipzig and offer them some money, I believe that they will, maybe RB Leipzig will sell. You know what I mean, Castro? But the problem is they're going to ask for a lot of money, way more than his release clause or the money that Arsenal wanted to offer in the summer. They're going to ask for at least 65-70 million pounds, especially because Cisco started the season very slow, but he picked up the form. Lately. So that is my take on it. Who do I want Arsenal to sign? Number 1, Eucharist. Number 2, Osima. Number 3, Cisco. If I'm an Arsenal fan, I would think like that. I don't think Liverpool should go for an 18 years old. I believe this team is ready, and Liverpool should go for a more experienced left back. like a 23, 24, and forward and forth on. Nobody's getting relegated. Kelk, no one is getting relegated from them. I refuse to believe that Spurs or Man United will get relegated at some point. I refuse to believe that that one of them will get relegated. Will get relegated at some point. That is what I think. That is what I think, in my opinion. I don't believe any of them will get relegated at all. By the way, at all. Listen, I hope that Arsenal sign Eucharist, to be honest. Move from top 4 to top 10. There's only 8 points that separate them, which is why I say that City will make top 4, my friend Ahmed. I believe so, especially in the Champions League as well. I think you play PSG at some point. So I believe that is something that you need to look for. To be honest with you, I gave up on Spurs, Ravi. I completely gave up on Liverpool. Completely, sorry, on Spurs. Completely gave up on Spurs. I don't think there's a point of this season for them. They can go for the Cup or the Europa League. That's what they should focus on. But in the league, I don't think they're going to get anywhere close to the European places. I don't believe that Spurs will have any chance, in my opinion, of anything, in anything, to be honest. And I actually don't know the solution for Spurs. I believe this club is doomed forever, bro, until the ownership change. And it doesn't look like soon the ownership will change. So, and I would hit that like button, people. I haven't asked for the likes for a while. Hit that like button. Can we get to 200 likes live? We have over 230 people here. Can we get hit that like button? As Mattia here is saying, Mattia Jovic, an Inter fan, of course, and a friend, of course. Can we get to 200 likes? Can you get me to 200 likes live? I don't know. People are hoping that things will change for Arsenal. Do you think it's going to change? Do you think it's going to change? Yeah, we need a race a little bit. IFL Discovery. We need a race, of course, to at least have good talking points. That is the whole point. But listen, people, I just want to say a couple of things. People should be worried about Spurs. When I mean people should be worried, I believe Arsenal should be sorry about Man City. I believe Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest. The people should be worried about Man City. If Man City get into the gears and start winning, I believe they can catch anybody apart from Liverpool because the gap is too much for them. And the result today shows it. Shows it, to be honest. It shows that Man City can win games. Can they keep it up? If it's a club that I'm going to say, if there is a club that has the history to turn it around in the second half of the season and win things, it's Man City. Do I believe they're going to win the Premier League? No. Right? But I believe that this season people should be worried about Man City. Of course, as Kilk says, in the next season, people should be worried. I think the rest of the season is getting the new players settled, but also Man City will aim for us. I promise you, Man City will aim for the second spot. They will aim for the second spot. Question more, it is because Spurs are riddled with injuries. Is it that why they're doing badly, or is it the manager to blame? It's all a combination of a mentality. The problem is, you remember, Spurs were losing games even with Van de Ven and Romero in there. Spurs were losing games even with Van de Ven and Romero there. Yo, can City go on a mad streak to challenge? Nope. Ozan Kabak. The answer is no. The answer is no, because the gap is too big for the games that are left. 12 points with a game in hand, with 16 games for City. Unless Liverpool go on a diabolical run, which is, I mean, if Liverpool from now on until the end of the season lose like 7 games, which is, I don't believe it's going to happen, that is when you say that Man City can catch them. Otherwise, no, I don't believe so. I don't believe that Man City will be a threat to Liverpool at all. Cambiaso is very athletic. He would fit right away at Manchester City on that right side or the left side, but you have Gvardiol there, so you shouldn't have to worry about him. He plays at right back and left back. I believe he's a very, very good player. He will suit Man City, and Pep Guardiola will get the best out of him. That's my take on him. Do you know how long Arsenal squad has been together? You know, the thing about Arsenal squad, they keep changing every season because Timber didn't play last season, so he's a new addition. Calafiori didn't play, he's a new addition. Moreno is new, so he's a new addition. So the Arsenal team has changed a lot over the last 2-3 years, right? Has changed a lot, Castro, over the last 2-3 years. So I'm not going to sit here and say this squad has been together for a whole time. It's not like City, right? It's not like City. But the problem is the manager keep adding a little bit of pieces. But so the manager has worked with the majority of the players for a lot of seasons. And that is why I'm saying that he needs to deliver, Castro. That is the problem. So people keep saying, oh, he has been with 5 years. Yes, he has, and he has to deliver. But this same team hasn't been together for a while. Like, in my opinion, there is 2 new fullbacks. Even Luis Kelly is new. Moreno's new. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like at least every game there are 3 players that haven't played last season. But that's how football works. You add to your team, Castro. You add to your team, but that's on the manager now to get the best out of the team. We can't have these excuses for Arsenal to say that the squad hasn't been together for a while. You can't. It's impossible. I don't believe that is. And we can't talk about the money at all. You can't talk about the money because, again, the manager has been there for a while. It doesn't matter about the money. You deliver, Habibi. You win the league or you win the Champions League. That is the reality. That is actually a spot on comment. That is a spot on comment, to be honest. Spot on comment. Yes, 100%. But listen, guys, I'm not going to stay for a while. It's 1:30 in the morning. I'm gonna do a transfer show tomorrow. I'm gonna do a transfer show. We'll talk about the targets for teams, the targets of the news and everything. We'll talk about that as well. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know the answer for this, to be honest. But listen, this will take you to Staffy TV, where he does, yes, 4th or 5th though. Newcastle making 4th or 5th. I see it. I'm not going to stay for long. I know that it's 11:30 in the UK. It's 1:30 here for me. I have a long day tomorrow. So I want to big you up, guys. Can we get at least 150 likes? 15 likes away. 15 likes away from 150 likes. If you give me to 200, I would appreciate it. I want to thank everyone that joined us. Appreciate you guys. I will see you guys soon. And we are out of here, people.